In America, the average healthy lifespan ends at 66. That means for most people, everything after that is pills, procedures, and losing independence year after year. But in Japan, they have got over 95,000 people aged 100 and older who are still active, still sharp, and still walking to the grocery store without help. So what's their secret? It's not magic. It's not perfect genetics. And no, it's not expensive supplements. Since 1928, Japan has had a nationwide morning movement routine, a simple set of 6 gentle exercises practiced by kids, adults, and seniors alike. No equipment, no gym, just 15 minutes a day. That adds decades of strength, balance, and confidence. In this video, I'll break down those 6 exact movements, step by step, show you how to do them properly at any fitness level, and most importantly, how they help you age stronger, not slower. Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Number 1, Shikodachi, the sumo stance. Let's kick things off with a movement that's been used by Japan's most powerful athletes for over 1,500 years. It's called Shikodachi, or the sumo stance, and it's not just for wrestlers. This posture builds the exact leg strength older adults need for everyday life, getting out of chairs, climbing stairs, keeping balance, and preventing falls. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet twice, shoulder width apart. Turn your toes outward at a 45-degree angle. Now slowly lower your hips like you're sitting between your legs, not behind them. Keep your spine straight and your chest open. Place your hands on your thighs for support if needed. At first, just hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. If you feel shaky, stand near a wall or hold onto a sturdy chair. As you get stronger, work up to 1-2 minutes. You'll feel it in your quads, glutes, and inner thighs, muscles most people over 50 have lost touch with. Why does this matter? Because those are your independence muscles. When they're strong, you move it like someone 20 years younger. When they're weak, that's when stairs become scary. Biomechanics studies have shown this stance actually activates more leg muscles than regular squats, but with less joint strain. In the wide open hip angle, it helps undo decades of stiffness from sitting too much. Master this one move and you'll build the foundation for all the others. Next up, we're going to test your balance in a completely different way with a posture inspired by a cat getting ready to leap. Number 2, Nekowashi Dachi, the cat stance. If Shikodachi gave you a solid foundation, this next move wakes up the part of your body that quietly saves you from injury every single day, your balance system. Nekowashi Dachi, or the cat stance, comes from traditional karate and mimics the way a cat gently tests the ground before pouncing. It's graceful, subtle, and surprisingly powerful for your ankles, hips, and core. Here's how to do it. Start by standing with one foot slightly forward. The ball of your front foot lightly touches the ground like a cat pawing the floor. Your back foot stays fully planted, carrying about 70% of your weight. Both knees are gently bent, and your hips stay square facing forward. It'll feel weird at first, and that's the point. This position activates deep stabilizer muscles most people haven't used in years. It sharpens your ankle control, strengthens the arch of your foot, and lights up the core to keep you upright. These are the exact muscles that help you avoid slips and falls on uneven surfaces. Start by holding for 20-30 seconds on each side next to a wall or chair for safety. Over time, add small weight shifts or slow arm movements to challenge your stability. Bonus: Japanese therapists often prescribe this stance to retrain balance after injury. That's how effective it is. Once you get comfortable here, we'll take things down to the floor and discover how a centuries-old sitting position can realign your posture better than any back brace ever could. Number 3, Seiza, proper sitting posture. Let's take it to the floor, but don't worry, this one isn't about flexibility or pain. It's about resetting your posture from the ground up, just like the Japanese have done for centuries. Seiza, which means proper sitting, was once the standard way people sat during meals, tea ceremonies, and meditation. Today, it's a gentle but powerful way to stretch the muscles that cause most posture problems after 50. Here's how to do it. Kneel on a mat or soft surface. Keep your knees together and fold your feet underneath you so the tops of your feet rest on the floor. Then slowly sit back onto your heels, keeping your back tall and relaxed. Feel tight in the knees or ankles. Totally normal. Just place a firm cushion or a yoga block between your heels and hips. That tiny adjustment makes a big difference. Why does this matter? Because the seated position stretches tight hip flexors and quads, the exact muscles that pull your body into that or hunched over aged posture. It also activates your deep core and spinal stabilizers, unlike sitting in a chair where those muscles basically shut off. Start with just 30 seconds to 1 minute and gradually build to 3-5 minutes a day. Do it while watching TV or meditating, and it'll quietly start to reshape how you sit, stand, and walk. And now that your posture is waking up, it's time to tap into something deeper, both physically and mentally. The next movement isn't just for your body, it's for your brain and nervous system. Number 4, Zazen, seated meditation. Now that you've started to unlock better posture with Seiza, let's go deeper, not just into your hips and spine, but into your nervous system itself. Zazen, which literally means seated meditation, is more than just sitting still. It's a powerful isometric posture that comes from Zen monasteries where monks would hold it for hours a day, not just for spiritual clarity, but for physical strength and endurance. Here's how to sit on the floor in a cross-legged position. If you can do full or half lotus, great. If not, a simple crisscross seat is perfect. Now place a firm cushion under your hips. This slight elevation makes it easier to keep a naturally tall spine. Imagine a string lifting the top of your head toward the ceiling. Your shoulders relax. Your chin slightly tucks. Hands rest gently in your lap. Now breathe. That's it. But don't be fooled. This position activates your deep core, including the transverse abdominis and multifidus muscles, which protect your spine and improve balance. Meanwhile, the hips get a deep stretch, especially if you sit consistently each day. But here's where it gets really interesting. Studies show that Zazen stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your brain that tells the body you're safe now. Heal. This helps lower cortisol, calm the mind, and even promote cellular repair. Start with 5-10 minutes a day, focusing on slow, natural breathing. Over time, aim for 15 to 20 minutes. You'll feel a shift not just in your spine, but in how you handle stress, sleep, and even pain. And once your core is awake and your nervous system is on your side, it's time to rebuild true strength from the legs up with a stance designed by samurai. Number 5, Kibadachi, the horse stance. If Zazen tuned up your inner strength, Kibadachi is where we bring it outward with a powerful grounded stance used by samurai warriors and karate masters to train for battle. But today, you're not training for war, you're training for independence. Kibadachi means horse stance, and it mimics the stable position of sitting on horseback. It's designed to build deep leg strength, lateral stability, and awaken muscles most people stop using after age 50. Here's how to do it. Stand with your feet a little wider than shoulder width, about 1 extra foot on each side. Keep your feet parallel, not turned out. Bend your knees and lower your hips as if sitting into an invisible chair. Your spine stays tall, core engaged, and your arms relaxed by your sides. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds and repeat 2 to 3 times. Over time, aim for 1-2 minutes per round. Feel the burn, that's your quads, adductors, glutes, and deep hip stabilizers all firing at once. Why does this matter? Because these are the muscles that prevent side-to-side falls, improve how your hips and knees track together, and support joint health in the long run. Studies even show Kibadachi improves proprioception, your body's sense of space and movement, something that naturally declines with age. Train this consistently and you'll feel more stable walking on uneven surfaces, stepping off curbs, or getting out of bed. Now to tie it all together, we'll end with one final move. It's not ancient, but it's the perfect blend of modern science and ancestral wisdom. And it will show you just how strong your legs have truly become. Number 6, wall squat, the invisible chair. We've built your foundation, fired up your balance, reset your posture, awakened your core, and grounded your strength. Now it's time to test the whole system with a deceptively simple movement that many trainers call the Great Revealer. Enter the wall squat, also known as the invisible chair. It's not traditional Japanese, but it's widely used by modern Japanese physiotherapists and coaches, especially in rehab and senior fitness programs. Why? Because it activates everything you've been working on all at once without requiring any equipment. Here's how to do it. Stand with your back flat against the wall, feet about 12 inches forward and shoulder width apart. Slowly slide down the wall until your knees are bent at a 90-degree angle, like you're sitting in an invisible chair. Make sure your knees are stacked over your ankles, not shooting past your toes. Now, hold. Start with 30 seconds, breathing deeply and evenly. Gradually work up to 2 to 3 minutes over time. You'll feel it in your quads, glutes, hamstrings, and core. But the real magic is what's happening inside. Studies show that wall squats stimulate slow-twitch muscle fibers, the ones responsible for endurance and postural support. These muscles are key for standing longer, walking farther, and reducing knee pain. Even better, wall squats promote capillarization, blood vessel growth, improve circulation to the legs, and have been linked to maintaining bone density, a huge factor in preventing osteoporosis. Pro tip, place a soft ball or pillow between your knees and gently squeeze it during the hold. This fires up your inner thigh muscles and encourages better knee alignment. This movement is also your progress tracker. If you start at 30 seconds and 1 month later, you're holding for 2 minutes, your body is telling you you're getting stronger. And here's the best part. No gym, no impact, no excuses. Now that you've learned all 6 movements, I'm going to show you exactly how to put them together into a real-life routine that takes just 5 minutes a day and could transform how you move for the next 20 years. Don't go anywhere. This is the part that makes all the difference. You've made it to the end, and now you've got something powerful in your hands. Not just 6 movements, but a system that's helped tens of thousands of Japanese adults stay strong, independent, and pain-free deep into their 80s, 90s, and even past 100. And here's the best part. You don't need to do all 6 every day. Let me show you a realistic routine that fits into busy lives and tired bodies. Just 5 to 7 minutes a day. Morning, 2.5 minutes total. Start with 30 seconds of seiza. Gently stretch and realign your posture. Move into 1 minute of zazen. Activate your core and calm your mind. Finish with 30 seconds per leg of neko dachi. Wake up your balance system. Evening, 4 minutes total. Begin with 1 minute of shikodachi. Reopen tight hips and legs after a long day. Shift into 1 minute of kibadachi. Strengthen legs and lateral stability. End with a 2-minute wall squat, your personal progress check-in. That's it. No gym, no pressure, no excuses. Just a few intentional minutes that compound daily into strength, balance, and confidence. Remember, this isn't about being perfect. It's about being better than yesterday. That's the Japanese mindset of Kaizen, small, consistent improvements that lead to big changes over time. If you've made it this far, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment with your first name, age, and where you're watching from. I read every one, and I'll be choosing a few to send a printable cheat sheet of all 6 moves. Your future self will thank you for starting today.